In the heart of Konkoro village, life was simple. The sun rose with the crow of the roosters, and children played under the shade of giant baobab trees. But there was one thing that made Konkoro different from other villages: the drum of the ancestors. The drum was as old as the village itself, carved from the trunk of a sacred iroko tree and wrapped in the skin of a lion. It stood in the center of the village square, never played except during the night of ancestral calling, a ceremony held once every 50 years. One moonless night, Amina, a curious 15-year-old girl, woke to the sound of soft drumming. Tom, tom, tom. The sound was slow, like a heartbeat, and it seemed to call her name. She tiptoed out of her hut, the cool earth pressing against her bare feet. The village square was empty, except for the drum. It stood silently under the pale light of the stars, yet the sound grew louder. Her heart pounded. Who is there?" she whispered. No one answered. But the drum gave one final beat, tom. And a deep voice echoed in her mind. 7 days, to save the village. Amina froze. The voice faded, and so did the drumming. By morning, Amina could hardly believe what had happened in the night. Perhaps it was just a dream, she thought. But when she walked through the village, she noticed something strange. The leaves of the great baobab tree at the center of the village were turning brown, in the middle of the rainy season. Elder Malam Sani, the oldest man in Konkoro, stood beneath it, stroking his long white beard. "This is not natural," he muttered. "When the baobab withers, the village suffers." Amina's heart raced. Could this be connected to the drum's warning? That evening, she returned to the square, staring at the ancient drum. "What danger is coming?" she whispered. The wind shifted, and she thought she heard the faint beat again, tom, tom. But this time, it came with a chilling message. "Find the 3 hidden relics before the last moon rises, or Konkoro will vanish." Amina shivered. She didn't know what the relics were, or where to start. But she knew one thing: the clock had already begun ticking. What could it mean?